जल्दी से रिवाइज कीजिए। द नेक्स्ट पोर्शन 1.2 सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन। चलिए द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, डैश डैश involves formation of the male and female gametes either by the same individual or by different individual of the opposite sex. The next, these gametes fuse to form the zygote which develops to form the new organism. जी हाँ, the new organism. It is an elaborate dash dash and show process as compared to asexual reproduction. इस लाइन में एक वर्ड को गलत बोला गया है, फाइंड आउट दैट वर्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू एनसीईआरटी। The next, because of the fusion of dash dash and dash dash gametes, sexual reproduction results in offspring that are not identical to the parents or amongst themselves. The next, a study of dash dash organisms, plants, animals or fungi show that though they differ in greatly in external morphology dash dash and dash dash when it comes to sexual mode of reproduction, surprisingly they share a similarity pattern or similar pattern. The next, let us first discuss what features are common to these diverse organisms. All organisms have to reach a certain stage of dash dash and dash dash in their life before they can reproduce sexually. That period of growth is called the dash dash phase. It is known as vegetative phase in dash dash. The next, this phase is of variable durations in different organisms. The next, the end of dash dash phase, which marks the beginning of the reproductive phase, can be seen easily in the higher plants when they come to flower. How long does it take for marigold या राइस या wheat या coconut या mango plants to come to flower? The next, in some plants where flowering plant occurs more than once, what would you call the interflowering period, that is juvenile or mature? The next, observe a few trees in your area. Do they flower during the same month year after year? The next, why do you think the availability of fruits like mango, apple, jackfruit, etc. is seasonal? Are there some plants that flower throughout the year and some other that show dash dash flowering? जी हाँ, are there some plants that flower throughout the year and some others that show seasonal flowering? Plants the dash dash and the dash dash type show clear-cut vegetative, reproductive and senescent, जी हाँ, senescent phase, but in the perennial species it is very difficult to clearly define these phases. The next, a few plants exhibit unusual flowering phenomenon. Some of them, such as dash dash species, flower only once in their lifetime, generally after 50 to 100 years, produce large number of fruit and die. The next, another plant dash dash, that is Nila Korinji, flowers once in dash dash year. As many of you would know, this plant flowered during dash dash 2006. Then next, it mass flowering transformed large tracts of the hilly areas in dash dash, comma dash dash and dash dash into blue stretches and attracted a large number of tourists. The next, in animals, the dash dash phase is followed by morphology and physiology changes prior to dash dash behavior. The next, the dash dash phase is also of favorable duration in different organisms. The next, can you list the changes seen in human beings that are indicative of reproductive maturity? The next, among animals, for example birds, do they lay dash dash all through the year? जी हाँ, among animals, for example birds, do they lay eggs all through the years, or it is a seasonal phenomenon? What about other animals like frogs and lizards? You will notice that birds living in nature lay eggs only dash dash. However, birds in captivity, as in poultry farm, can be made to lay eggs throughout the year. In this case, laying eggs is not related to dash dash, but is a dash dash for human welfare. The next, the females of placental. जी हाँ, the females of placental mammals exhibit cyclic changes in activities of dash dash and dash dash, as well as hormones during the reproductive phase. The next, in non-dash dash mammals like cows, sheep, rats, deer, dogs, tiger, etc., such cyclic changes during reproduction are called dash dash cycle, whereas in primates like dash dash, comma dash dash and dash dash, it is called menstrual cycle. The next, many mammals, especially those living in dash dash, comma dash dash, exhibit such cycles only during favorable regions in their reproductive phase and are therefore called seasonal breeders. The next, many other mammals are reproductively active throughout their dash dash phase and hence are called continuous breeders. The next, that we all grow old if we live long enough is something that we recognize, but what is meant by growing old? The next, the end of reproductive phase can be considered as one of the dash dash of dash dash or old age. There are concomitant changes in the body like slowing of metabolism, etc., during This last phase of lifespan, old age, ultimately leads to dash dash. The next. In both dash dash and dash dash, hormones are responsible for transitions between the three phases. Interaction between hormones and certain environmental factors regulate the dash dash processes and the associated behavioral expression of organisms. Again, interaction between hormones and certain dash dash factors regulate the reproductive processes and the associated behavioral expressions of organisms. Then next, events in sexual reproduction. रिवाइज कीजिए इस पैराग्राफ को. चलिए the first question. After attainment of dash dash, all sexually reproducing organisms exhibit events and processes that have remarkable fundamental similarity, even though the structures associated with dash dash reproduction are indeed very different. The next, the events of dash dash, though elaborate and complex, follow a regular sequence. The next, dash dash is characterized by the fusion, that is fertilization, of the male and female gametes, the formation of dash dash and dash dash. The next, for convenience, these sequential events may be grouped into three distinct stages, namely dash dash, comma dash dash, and the dash dash. चलिए लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब ठोकिए.